in games definitely are throwing the kitchen sinks at him. But Curry's the type of player that has received so much slander throughout his career, even though he has accomplished so many different accolades. And I think this year, with the way he is being defended, you may see things like his assist and rebound numbers go up by getting involved in the game in ways other than scoring. So that's pretty much my take on how he can be a lot more effective this year. You may see his field goal percentage go a little bit down, but no matter what, he's going to get respect from all the teams, no matter what, no matter how poorly he's going to be shooting. So I think his assist numbers and rebound numbers are going to be doing a lot better this season if teams continue to defend him the way he is. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's a scenario in which Steph Curry could shoot his lowest three-point percentage of his career and have in essence, his best season as a pro. Because the challenge for this team is so much different than the challenge that he's ever had before. And the way I look at it, Nick, is I don't want to say this is the worst team he's played on, but the bottom line is if you throw last year out, this isn't one of the most talented Warrior teams in Steph Curry. So I look at it like, all right, well, they didn't have a lot of talent, but you know what? Steph was young back in the day when, in 2010 and 11 and 12. So it wasn't fair to ask him to play like a superstar that long ago. Now at 32 or 33, he's got to play that way. I mean, he's got to play a little more, I don't want to say selfish, but he's got to be more aggressive and all those kind of things. And the thing I'm looking forward to is he's a veteran now. Like, he's seen it all, and he's probably as equipped to deal with something like what's going to happen this season as he ever has. And I just think I mean, he doesn't have anything to prove, but it's going to be a different measuring stick for Steph Curry. And that's why I think at the end of the year, we could look at this team and say, hey, Curry averaged 29, but look at it. He only shot 38 from 3, 4. Yeah, you know what? And this might have been his best year ever as a pro. I think that's within the realm of possibility.
No question. And the respect that he's already garnered throughout the course of his career, Steiny, is so impressive. But if he can take a flawed roster, the likes of which this one is, and carry them to the postseason and then make a little noise once they get there, I'm right there with you. I think the league will look back on this season and go, we never fully give this guy his due, but he earned the hell out of it this year. But you mentioned something that I think is crucial in the context of the conversation about will his body be able to hold up. Last night, he's playing 36 minutes. The other night, he was playing 38 minutes. As much as Steve Kerr wants to limit him to about 34 a game, that was the number before the season. What's starting to happen is Steve and the assistant coaches are sitting there going, hey, Steph's either rolling or he's not. But the only way for us to maintain not getting blown out on the stretches when he's not on the floor is to keep him there at least as an option. And that's going to be tricky to balance how many minutes he's going to have to how many minutes you need to rest him. And that's why you go back to last night, at least in that first half, that bench with Wanamaker and Damian Lee, and you mentioned some of those guys earlier. Eric Paschall has been great the last few games.
Terrific.
If you can get that kind of productivity where you're not so reliant on having Steph or Draymond out there, it's going to make such a big difference, not only now, it's going to make a really big difference 2 or 3 months from now because you're not going to have to overextend him early. If you have to play those extra minutes where he's getting closer to 40 every night, that is really going to hurt down the line when you need him to make that playoff push.
Here's why I think the Warriors won last night. Bazemore gave you 9 points in 21 minutes. Paschall gave you 15 in 19 minutes. And then Damian Lee, 13 in 15 minutes. You start getting that kind of production out of the bench, you can start to figure out how the Warriors could win a game when Steph shot 2 for 16. Let's go out to Bud in Oakland. What's going on, Bud? What do you got, buddy?
Hey, listen, man. I'm very excited. I don't care what everybody says. It's only 10 games into the season. I'm happy about 10 games into the season because a lot of these major sports shows had us down at nothing after 10 games into the season. So I'm excited. These guys are starting to find their footing. as far as the bench players and role players. These guys are starting to step it up and figure it out. I mean, just imagine another 10 to 20 games into the season, man. We could be sitting at 20 games to 8 or whatever. You know, it's a possibility, man. The way you guys are stepping up. I mean, look at it. Curry had an off night, and of course we snuck by 1 point. But you counter into the fact that if he doesn't have an off night, if he hit 10 to 12 of those baskets that he took, man, that's a blowout game right there. So I mean, I know what if is a fifth and everything, but at the same time, man, I'm very excited to see where this group is going for the future. Yeah, I think they can make a postseason push. I'm pretty sure they're locked in between a 4 and 6. I'm going to lock them in for a 4 and 6 seed. And
Fair enough.
As far as Curry for the rest of the season, I think teams trying to compile other bodies of him and trying to do what other teams do, I think it's only going to hurt these other teams because Steve Kerr is a guy, him and his coaching staff, they always can find a winning formula. He's played for winning teams as a player, and he's coached winning teams right now. And he has other coaching staffs on that on his bench that has done the same. So I'm excited, and I think the NBA is being put on notice right now. And they better buckle up because we're going to take them on a wild ride right now.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate the call. What do you think, Nick? Do they go? Think the Warriors can go 14-4 over their next 18 to get to 20-8?
That is some optimistic thinking, my friend. I think the Warriors, for as really good as they've been over the last week, they're going to go on the road and everybody's going to go, okay, let's take another deep breath and let's recalibrate where they're at. But this is the key with the way they've been playing and the way that Steph and Draymond have been looking. Steiny, there's an energy surrounding not only the fan base, and we can hear it in the callers who call into the station. There's an energy surrounding the team because it